This is why, if you look at how things are right now, Zack being over at Netflix, creating worlds from the ground up is hey, hot take, guys. Hot take. And feel free to use this against me, anybody out there. Hot take. I prefer him doing this over the Justice League sequels. Especially with things now, the way that they are now, and everything's just kind of I'm looking forward to this. I'm like, this is original, something different. Look at what happened. Well, as much as I love the DC stuff and everything like that, but let's face it, everything's just a little crazy right now, and I'm glad he's over here doing this. Okay? I'm glad he's over here doing this. I prefer him doing this. Passion project, 20 years in the making. That's what it's all about. We need to help this movie. So put down all the other stuff, all the energy that you have at throwing, your digital dung at James Gunn, and all the energy you're doing with like wanting to Warner Brothers to sell something to another company, which is whatever. Take all that energy and push it and put it all behind Rebel Moon, please. Take that energy, or at least a good portion of that energy, and push it to Rebel Moon. Because if you guys noticed at the end of the trailer, what did it say? Only on Netflix. But wait, I thought we were going to get a theatrical release. Well, things are shit right now. As I just said, a lot of things are in shambles, Netflix included. Sounds to me, and we're going to probably find more. We're going to find more about this as the week goes on, is that yes, this is not likely getting a theatrical release as of right now. But luckily enough, that with the trailer coming out and all this information, that fans have done what the fans do, which is this is when it's good. This is when it's great. And it was funny because I was thinking like, okay, should there be a campaign for a hashtag or something like that? And then it was like, discussions were happening. And then it's like, well, let's, and someone said, hey, let's just let it be and see what happens. And sure enough, the hashtag Rebel Moon in theaters. Is that what it was? Rebel Moon in theaters or Rebel Moon in cinema worldwide. Hashtag. Those were the two hashtags right there that started trending. Because you see that trailer, you see the visuals, you see the scope of that movie. You want to see it on the biggest fucking screen you can find. I don't want to watch that at home. I mean, of course I'll watch it at home, but the first time I want to watch that on a big, huge screen with big, loud freaking speakers, Dolby, whatever the shit, I want to see it like that. Keep pushing it because this thing needs help. And I really hope that, I don't know if it's probably not going to happen next year, but maybe the year after there can be another full circle event. It probably wouldn't be called full circle because that represented his DC trilogy, but it could be just like some kind of Rebel Moon. Maybe we'll finally get, and it would actually work together. Ooh, that would be a good idea. Man, if he were to, but then again, we still do have part 3 that's supposed to be coming out, Rebel Moon, but it would be pretty sweet. Like if the next Zack Snyder weekend event, SnyderCon 3 would be like, hey, we got the director's cut of Sucker Punch, and then we got the director's cuts of Rebel Moon part 1 and part 2 on the big screen. That's what we want. Then again, maybe he won't have another SnyderCon until all 3 parts are out, which then could just be all the director's cuts on the big screen, which I will definitely attend again. And man, that's going to be something pretty freaking awesome. But right now, guys, push it. Push that. Push it.